Have you ever felt like you're playing a game where everyone else knows the rules except you? You work hard, you pay your bills, you do everything right. Yet at the end of every month, your bank account looks exactly the same. It's almost like you were handed an invisible manual for staying broke at birth. Society told you that wanting money is greedy, that a $700 car payment is just a part of life, and that true security means working a job you tolerate for 40 years just to hopefully retire at 65. Most people follow this manual religiously without even realizing it. But today, we're going to tear it up. I'm going to show you the 7 ways you've been programmed to stay stuck, and more importantly, how to start writing your own rules for freedom. Part 1. The Guilt and the Security Trap. The first page of that invisible manual tells you that wanting wealth makes you a bad person. You've heard it since you were a kid. Money is the root of all evil, or rich people are selfish. But let's be real. When you're stressed about bills, you're not virtuous, you're just exhausted. Real wealth isn't about being greedy, it's about the freedom to be generous, to handle emergencies without a panic attack, and to own your own time. The second page of the manual tells you to prioritize security over opportunity. We're taught to find a stable job and stay there forever. But as we've seen, that security is actually dependence. Your employer can let you go, or the economy can shift, and suddenly that stable path disappears. True security doesn't come from a paycheck, it comes from owning assets and building skills that the market actually values. Part 3. The Normalization of Debt. This is the part of the manual that should make you angry. Society has conditioned us to view massive debt as a normal life stage. Need a car? The manual says to look at the monthly payment, not the total cost. That's how people end up with $700 or $900 car payments, what I call automotive indentured servitude. You're essentially working an extra 10 or 20 hours a week just to pay for the metal box that gets you to the job you're tired of. We do the same thing with houses. We've been told renting is throwing money away, so we stretch ourselves so thin that we become house poor. You might own a beautiful home on paper, but if you're eating ramen and can't afford a $500 repair, that house isn't an asset, it's a cage. Part 3. The Mindset Shift. Consumer versus Investor. The invisible manual wants you to think like a consumer. When you see $100, you think, what can I buy? The manual says you deserve a treat. But wealth builders think like investors. They see that same $100 and ask, what can I build with this? They know that every dollar is like a little soldier in their army. If you spend them, they're gone. But if you invest them, they go out, they work for you, and they bring back more soldiers. This is the power of consistency over intensity. You don't need to be a financial wizard. If you can just save your first $1,000, something magical happens in your brain. You stop operating out of fear and start operating out of possibility. You realize that you can control your future. The call to action: rewriting the rules. Deprogramming yourself isn't easy. Your friends might joke when you skip the expensive dinner, or your family might tell you you're being unrealistic. This manual is reinforced by everyone around you. But you have a choice. You can keep following the script that leads to financial mediocrity, or you can start asking a different question. Instead of saying, I can't afford it, start asking, how can I afford it? Start small. One win, one subscription canceled, one extra $50 put into a boring index fund. These small choices compound into a life where you are the architect, not the victim. If you're ready to stop following the invisible manual and start building real freedom, hit that subscribe button. We're rewriting the rules together. I'll see you in the next video.